Hey you guys, it's Lisa Driver with Above 540, and I am a spiritual coach that helps nurturing women to really move through the cycles of life and to tap into that worth and abundance that the universe has to offer us. Now, if you are looking to overcome that unworthiness, that doubt, that fear that exists in all of us, you definitely want to get a copy of my second book, also an award winner. The title is Leap: How to Overcome Doubt, Fear, and Grief and Choose the Path of Joy. Now, it is a follow-up to my first book, Opening Up, and if you haven't watched the video on that, you can. It is also on our YouTube channel and on my page here. And in Leap, I really carry on with my personal story. After kind of moving through that skeptical time in my life, I really began embracing my spiritual journey as a spiritual teacher and really found myself sort of on the edge, the precipice of making a big change in my life. So Leap is a story of how I did that and how I really transitioned through that and followed my own heart to pursue my passions full time. Now, the interesting thing about Leap is it always began similar to Opening Up as a guidebook. It was always my intention that it would be another guidebook with added tools, more of the spiritual tools that I had learned on my journey, and really helping people to make their passions a priority. And it took on an entirely another level. When writing it, I found out that my father was battling colon cancer, and his inevitable crossing over, 4.5 months between his diagnosis and his death. In that time, I really found myself motivated. I found myself really understanding the lessons I was trying to teach on a deeper level. So this includes my personal story of overcoming that tragedy, moving through that grief, moving through that loss, and really getting to a place where, yes, I miss him. It doesn't mean I don't have my tough days, but more often than not, I really love my life. And I've set out to honor my father and to honor all the beautiful blessings that he enabled me to enjoy. So that's what Leap's about. I did want to read a little excerpt in here, and this one is really talking about surrounding with love and shielding from the haters. So similar to Opening Up, like I said, it is a guidebook. It's got exercises and guided meditations in each chapter, and this one's really about finding yourself a community, a soul tribe if you'd have it, that's really going to support you, especially when you're really feeling doubtful, unworthy, going through grief, loss, changes, divorce, layoffs, things like that. It's really important you have that community. One of the best ways to help you surrender to change and to help to build your confidence so that you can create new experiences is to surround yourself with people who love you. And I mean really love you. Whether you are open to admitting it or not, everyone in your life is a reflection of you. In our vibrational world, we influence and choose who we surround ourselves with from birth to death. These people are here to reflect what you need to learn, how you can grow, what you are putting out to the world vibrationally, and what you are focusing on. It's said that we are the average of the 5 people we surround ourselves with when it comes to wealth, happiness, and outlook. And then there's a beautiful exercise so that you can take a look at that. And it says, I wrote about this and about boundaries in my Opening Up book, but it warrants repeating. You must become comfortable with putting your own needs first sometimes. If you are honest and loving with people about why you cannot help them, and they are offended or angry, that is their own fear, insecurity, or programming popping up. One of my mantras in life is the Dr. Seuss quote, "Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind." I understand the difficulty in living this mantra, but it's so important. Yes, you will lose people as you set boundaries, but think about it. If they're that offended that you need time for yourself, do they really care about you? Do you really want them in your life? Are they going to be there when you need them most? Probably not. And I go on to talk about the benefits of setting boundaries, and then my personal story of how those boundaries were really important to me as I pursued my business full-time and became an entrepreneur and a new mother, and also the importance of those boundaries as I really made time to be with my father before he transitioned to the next dimension. So this book is full of heartwarming stories. You will shed a few tears. It's got some sad parts in it, but it's full of hope as well, and full of beautiful meditations and ways that you can really elevate that confidence that lies within you, to see the beauty around you, to choose that path of joy, and to leap even though you can't see the net below. Enjoy, guys.